the end of the shift and the beginning of the shift has this quote. The Bushmen in the Kalahari Desert talk about two hungers. There is the great hunger and there is the little hunger. The little hunger wants food for the belly, but the great hunger, the greatest hunger of all, is the hunger for meaning. There's ultimately only one thing that makes human beings deeply and profoundly bitter, and that is to have thrust upon them a life without meaning. There's nothing wrong in searching for happiness, but of far more comfort to the soul is something greater than happiness or unhappiness, and that is meaning. Because meaning transfigures all. Once what you are doing has for you meaning, it is irrelevant whether you're happy. You are content. You are not alone. In your spirit, you belong. I can say to you honestly, as I stand up here in my 70th year, that applies to me. I feel that what I am doing right here in this moment is fulfilling a dharma that I signed up for before I ever showed up here and that spark took place. It's almost as if God said to me, what do you want to do in this lifetime? And I said, I would like to teach self-reliance. And God said, it's a whole lifetime just doing that? I said, yeah, I'd really like to teach people that in this lifetime. And God said, then we better get your little ass into an orphanage. And you'll learn to rely upon yourself. And once you experience that, no one will ever be able to dissuade you. And what I'm saying to you now in these next few moments is that I know, I don't just believe it, I live it and feel it in here. I know that I am capable of, and every one of you are capable of, because we're all pieces of God, that we all know everything, and we're all powerful, and that whatever we put our intention on, if we stay aligned up here and think and act this way rather than down here, being consumed with our greed, that whatever it is you would like to attract into your life, you do not get what you want, you get what you are. You will attract who you are and what you are. So this great gift of your imagination is the first thing. And the imagination is the place within you where you have to go to place into your consciousness, into your mind, what it is that you would like to attract into your life. Whether it's health, and I do this with this leukemia every day. I do not fight it. I'm not angry at it. I invite it to leave if it wants to, but if it wants to stay with me, I invite it to stay with me peacefully and lovingly. And I know that I showed up when I was supposed to, and I will shed this body when I'm supposed to, and I'm not in any fear about when that is supposed to happen. I just am totally at peace with it all of it, okay? So in your imagination, you have to remember that everything that exists, just look around you. Look at what you're wearing. Look at the chairs that you're sitting on. Look at this building. Look at this screen up here. Look at everything that is taking place in your life. Everything, whatever it is, understand that it first had to be imagined. It started out as a thought. We are all thoughts of God. Now, if you know that everything that ever existed once had to be thought, then you start, and as I used to tell Sky this over and over again, you must contemplate yourself surrounded by the conditions which you wish to have show up in your life. You must contemplate this. Your thoughts in your imagination, you continuously contemplate what it is. You know, the law of flotation was not discovered by the contemplation of the sinking of things. The law of flying, these beautiful machines that fly over and take us all over the world, was not discovered by the contemplation of the staying on the ground of things. It was contemplated by someone or several people who contemplated heavier than air objects moving through the air at a certain speed with wind pushing under that. And that's what they contemplated, and they wouldn't allow themselves. You can't, if you contemplate things not working, So often this is what we do. We have thoughts in our head about what we can't do, and then we wonder. You never, but never want to put your attention on what you don't want unless you want to attract what you don't want. You don't ever want to think about what's missing in your life unless you want more of what's missing in your life. You don't even want to think about what is unless you want more of what is to continue showing up in your life. You want to use your imagination to place in your imagination what it is that you would like to attract into your life, and you hold on to it. And that's the secret. It's called having a burning desire. I learned it from Napoleon Hill in Think and Grow Rich. People who are able to attract prosperity into their life have a burning desire, and they never place their thoughts on what they can't have. They just don't think in those ways.